We keep hearing the same message. India is the fastest growing major economy. But right now, the foundation of that economy is showing deep cracks. The Indian rupee just crossed a historic threshold, falling past 90 rupees for a single US dollar. This chart compares the rupee against a basket of other Asian currencies. By crossing 90, our money has officially become one of the worst performing currencies in the region this year. It is easy to look at that number and dismiss it. Many of us think, I earn my salary in rupees and buy my groceries in rupees. Why should I care about the dollar? But a falling currency is the global market's ultimate warning siren. It signals that international trust is evaporating and the economy is losing its stability on the world stage. Ignoring the exchange rate creates a dangerous blind spot. It allows politicians to maintain a narrative of domestic strength, while the global market signals that the economy is under significant strain. The rupee is falling because of basic supply and demand. Global demand for these US dollars is significantly outpacing the demand for Indian rupees. That demand is driven by a robust US economy and the prospect of new American trade tariffs. These factors are rapidly drawing global capital away from emerging markets like India and pulling it back toward the US. This capital flight is clear. In 2025, foreign investors pulled $16.5 billion out of India. Simultaneously, October's trade deficit reached $41.7 billion. We are sending billions more out to buy imports than exports bring in. This multi-billion-dollar capital drain proves that domestic growth statistics cannot protect an economy when its global liquidity is being pulled away. To justify this decline, politicians often claim that a weak rupee is actually a benefit. They argue it makes Indian exports cheaper and more competitive for buyers abroad. But that logic fails to account for how India actually functions. We are an import-dependent economy, not an export-led one. For the average citizen, the cost of these imports far outweighs any benefit to a few exporters. Our energy security is the first casualty. India buys over 85% of its crude oil from other countries, and we must pay for that oil using those increasingly expensive dollars. Agriculture relies on these imports as well. Essential supplies, like these bags of urea, become instantly more expensive for the farmers who need them. This creates a vicious cycle. As the rupee falls, imported oil and fertilizer prices rise. This hikes nationwide transport costs, inflating grocery prices. Compounding this is dollar-denominated debt. We spend significantly more local money just paying interest on existing loans. The export benefit is a statistical illusion. It favors a small group of businesses, while the rest of the country deals with the resulting inflation and debt. These economic shifts do not affect everyone the same way. The real burden of this crisis falls disproportionately on the working class. While daily wages remain stagnant, the price of absolute necessities like fuel and cooking gas continues to climb, squeezing those who can least afford it. This results in the devaluation of labor. Because of the exchange rate, the same amount of physical effort from an Indian worker is worth less on the global stage today than it was a few years ago. Meanwhile, large corporations with foreign assets see their values rise. In rupee terms, their net worth goes up simply because our currency is going down. Foreign investors also benefit. With their stronger dollars, they can buy Indian real estate and companies at a significant discount. Currency depreciation acts as a hidden wealth transfer, making domestic labor cheaper while making Indian assets more affordable for those outside the country. We must remember that the government is the ultimate custodian of the national currency. Protecting its value is one of their primary responsibilities. Pointing to external factors, like US elections or global trends, is often just a way to avoid addressing the problems here at home. Accountability means addressing the reasons we are so reliant on imports. The only path to a stable currency is to strengthen our own manufacturing and reduce our dependence on foreign goods. Domestic growth struggles to benefit the public when the currency it's built on loses value. Until the government fixes the reasons behind this decline, the working class will continue paying the price of a weak rupee through their everyday survival.